Eric Park.
And I'm Joseph Ellison, alongside with
Carl Torres and filling in for Ron Burgundy is
Ron Sudacio. Good to be here. Welcome to Physical Therapy Today. Let's start this first half hour with an overview of what we have for you today. In order to understand any profession, we must understand the root and foundation.
That is correct, Ron. Today's show we will be discussing the birth of physical therapy. Can you believe that the first collected data of physical therapy was over 5,000 years ago? Hard to imagine, but here's the story.
Through documentation, we have found that massage therapy originated in China 3000 BC. Chinese massage methods originated from the principle that diseases and illnesses arise due to a deficiency or imbalance in the energy and specific pathways that represent physiological systems. Through massage and other specific bodywork techniques, energy will flow more harmoniously through these pathways, allowing the body to heal itself naturally. Sorry to interrupt, but we have shocking fish news right now. We're going to go live to Carl on the scene.
Thank you, Joe. I'm here live at the location where a torpedo fish has electrically stimulated a man and has rehabilitated his headache. Reporting live, Carl Torres. Back to you guys at the studio.
In Hippocrates news,
Hippocrates was the founder of this modality in 400 BC, applying torpedofish poultices for headaches. Before discovering this method, Hippocrates was also the first physician in his time to recommend therapeutic exercises to his patients because he understood the principle of muscle, ligament, and bone atrophy due to inactivity. In regard to rehabilitation treatments, Hippocrates wrote about the utility of friction after ligament tears and dislocations, and recommended abdominal kneading massage and chest clapping massage to improve digestion and relieve colds.
we are going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to take a lead into the 1900s.
You can be me.
You can be me. You can be me.
And you can be me.
One eternity later.
And welcome back to Physical Therapy Today. This next segment will give you history nerds a fix of pleasure and the rest of you a lesson to learn. When the polio epidemic became widespread in the United States in 1916, the need for muscle testing and muscle re-education to restore function grew dramatically. The United States entered World War I by declaring war on Germany in 1917, and the Army recognized the need to rehabilitate soldiers injured in the war. As a result, a special unit of the Army Medical Department, the Division of Special Hospitals and Physical Reconstruction, developed 15 reconstruction aid training programs in 1917 to respond to the need for medical workers with expertise in rehabilitation. The profession of physical therapy, as it was later termed, had begun. And in professional association news, the American Women's Physical Therapeutic Association was founded. Membership qualifications included any woman who was trained as a wartime reconstruction aide or whose training was equivalent or surpassed the training of the Army reconstruction aides. Mary McMillan was elected the first president of the AWPTA, and the first publication, the PT Review, carried the news of the election the same month. In an exclusive interview with Physical Therapy Today, we spoke with Mary McMillan. We asked her, why do you think it was important to start the AWPTA? She stated that due to some events that have taken place on a global scale, rapid advances in physical therapeutics were needed to establish and maintain a professional and scientific standard for those engaged in the profession of physical therapeutics. Also, to increase efficiency among its members by encouraging them in advanced studies. To spread information by the distribution of medical literature and articles of professional interest. Also, to assist in securing positions for its members, to make available efficiently trained women to the medical profession, and to sustain social fellowship and interaction upon grounds of mutual interest. In 1954, due to the increased need for physical therapists and the discontinuation of the Army-based schools after the war, the APTA recognized the need to educate more physical therapists. The school section made recommendations about admissions, curricula, education, and administration of physical therapy programs, and the APTA embarked on an effort to encourage more universities and medical schools to create programs and expand existing programs, including creating opportunities for the graduate level education.
In Best Assistants in the World news, a real need emerged as there were too few physical therapists to fill the growing demand. Rather than allowing other professions or organizations to pick up the slack, physical therapists began exploring ways of acquiring assisting personnel. At the time, many physical therapists utilized aides, but they needed something more: assistants with education specific to physical therapy.
In House of Delegates news, Helen Blood, physical therapist, made a motion to designate a committee to explore the use of non-professional personnel, and in 1967 led to a committee submitting a report to the House of Delegates with a policy statement called Training and Utilization of the Physical Therapy Assistant, which set policy on education, supervision, function, and regulation for the PTA. Years later, the name of the physical therapy assistant would be changed to the physical therapist assistant to make it clear that PTAs were assisting the PTs.
And we changed our name a lot news. The APA officially changed its name to the American Physical Therapy Association, APTA.
And moving on up news, the APTA moved its headquarters to Washington, D.C. to enhance its ability to influence federal policy making. And the House of Delegates created physical therapist assistant position and granted PTA's membership into the APTA.
Present-day APTA. Now headquartered in Alexandria, Virginia, APTA represents more than 90,000 members throughout the United States. A national professional organization, APTA's goal is to foster advancements in physical therapy practice, research, and education. Currently, 2013 institutions offer physical therapy education programs, and 309 institutions offer physical therapist assistant education programs in the United States.
Everyone touches it after. Okay? Ready? Good evening,